Welcome to Whiteboard Wednesdays, Real Talk with a Realtor. I'm Sharice Wynn, also known as the Agent Lady, and today we're going to talk about probate and estate here with Chenille from the Browning Legal Group. And I have clients that come to me who want to sell a house, and the house is in their deceased parents' name. And in order for them to sell the house, they're going to need to probate the estate. So that is why I have Chenille here with me to explain how we get this done. Chenille, take it away.
So typically, you probate estate upon the death of the individual who passed away.
Okay.
There are typically two processes or two different ways of handling an estate. One is in the situation where there is a will, and the other is when there is no will and the person dies intestate. Typically, when there is a will, the person who has died appoints an executor. The executor would be responsible for administering the estate, which basically means that they're responsible for distributing the property. So
what steps do they need to take? So they have to go down to the Register of Wills?
Right.
Okay.
So typically, the individual will go down to the Register of Wills office in the county where the individual last resided.
Mm-hmm.
In the instance of having a will, they would have the original will. They would need the original death certificate as well as a valid ID and, of course, the fee to open it or raise the estate.
So once they actually raise the estate, there's some other steps that need to. You said something about a short cert before, I believe.
Correct. So if there are bank accounts that the individual needs to get into, they would need short certificates. Typically, after you raise the estate, you file an inventory. Once you file the inventory, you would do the taxes, and then you would close the estate. There are a few other steps in there, but just to sum it up, those are the major steps.
Okay. So those are the steps with a will. What are the steps without a will?
Okay, so typically if an individual dies intestate, which means without a will, the estate would pass according to the Pennsylvania laws of intestacy. So what happens is the estate would go to their next living heirs. And the documents needed for that process would again be the original death certificate, a valid ID, as well as a birth certificate showing that you are in fact a relative of the decedent. You would also need to get the other heirs that have, or beneficiaries that would have an interest in the estate to sign off on you being the administrator of the estate. And again, you would distribute the property as the administrator, and you would file the taxes, list the property, or list an inventory of the property, and you would close the estate.
Okay, so pretty much all the same steps, but it makes it more, I guess, more of a process when you have to get all the other heirs involved.
Absolutely, because you got to figure out who the heirs is, and sometimes you have to advertise to figure out who those heirs are.
So, more of the story, have a will, right?
Absolutely.
So how can they find you?
We are located in Media, PA, 25 West 2nd Street. We also have offices opening up in West Philly shortly. And I am also available through social media.
Awesome. Well, that was helpful. Thank you so much for joining us. If you guys have any other questions, you know where to find Chenille. And remember, friends don't let friends buy or sell real estate without the agent lady. Make it a great day, guys.